Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Bedtime with me, Clio at East End Children's Center. Today we're going to be reading this lovely story called Kiss Goodnight. Kiss Goodnight. But first, let's sing our hello song, the Good Evening Train. Okay, everybody, strap up and get on board. Here we go. The good evening train is coming, how are you? Choo-choo. The good evening train is coming, how are you? Choo-choo. The good evening train is coming, the good evening train is coming, the good evening train is coming, how are you? Choo-choo. Today we're going to look at a country in the continent of Africa and learn how to say good evening in a language called you. You is spoken in the country Togo. So here is our map of Africa, the continent of Africa, and all these little pieces are different countries in Africa. Just like Canada is a country in North America, Togo is a country in Africa. You see that teeny tiny yellow spot right there where the pelican is just about to have a bite? That's Togo. And look at all the other animals we can find in Africa. Pretty cool. So in Togo, people that speak you might say good evening to one another by saying Fiɛyi. 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 Good evening. Fiɛyi. Okay, now you try. Repeat after me. Fiɛyi. Fiɛyi. Fiɛyi, you've got it. Good evening. Fiɛyi. And we say Fiɛyi to Grover. How are you? Choo-choo. And we say Fiɛyi to... Hey! Doggy's upside down. And we say Fiɛyi to Doggy. How are you? Choo-choo. And we say Fiɛyi, good evening, to Bear. You've got it. And we say Fiɛyi to Bear. And we say Fiɛyi to Clio. And we say Fiɛyi to everyone. How are you? Choo, choo. The Fiɛyi train is coming. How are you? Choo, choo. The Fiɛyi train is coming. How are you? Choo, choo. The Fiɛyi train is coming. The Fiɛyi train is coming. The Fiɛyi train is coming. How are you? Choo, choo. Well done. The train has made it to the station, which means we can sing our get ready for bed song. Keep in mind some of the things that you might do before you get ready for bed, and you can type it, or you can join my call and tell me, or you can message in the comments, or you can send me an email and I'll remember to do it next time. Good Fiɛyi, my friends, Fiɛyi. Fiɛyi, good evening, my friends, Fiɛyi. Fiɛyi, my friends, Fiɛyi, my friends, Fiɛyi, my friends, Fiɛyi. Good evening. Did you have a good day today? Did you maybe go outside to play? Did you go outside to play? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day today? Let's ready ourselves for bed. Let's get ready for bed. Let's ready ourselves for bed. Let's ready ourselves. Let's ready ourselves. Let's ready ourselves for bed. Did you brush your teeth? I did. Did you drink some tea? I am. Right now I'm drinking tea. Did you go and pee? Maybe you went to the bathroom. Did you put your PJs on? Huh? I sure hope so. Or maybe you don't sleep with PJs, and that's fine too. Here's tonight's story. Kiss goodnight. Kiss goodnight. Kiss goodnight. Mwah. Kisses. Mwah. Mwah. And look at all the fun stuffies the little one has. Little bear. Kiss goodnight. Uh-oh. It was a dark and stormy night on Plum Street. Uh-oh. You know, this week it's been raining a lot. Maybe it's been stormy when you're going to bed too. In the little white house, Mrs. Bear was putting Sam to bed. Ready now, Sam? Oh, no, said Sam. I'm waiting. I wonder what Sam is waiting for. I'm waiting. Mrs. Bear sat on the bed beside Sam, and they read his favorite book, and they both knew all the words. What's your favorite book? Do you have a favorite bedtime book? Maybe I've read it, or maybe I'm going to read it, or maybe you can ask your caregiver to send us an email at eastendprograms@gmail.com and I can read it next time. Afterward, Mrs. Bear pulled one side of the blanket way up high under Sam's chin, and the blanket was red. She pulled the other side too, tucking it under his toes like a nest. Outside, the wind blew. Whoa! Whoa! Ready now, Sam? Oh, no, said Sam. I'm waiting. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Mrs. Bear arranged Sam's friends in the bed, and they all snuggled close in the blanket. That was what color? Red. And outside, the rain came down. Splat, 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 splat. All over the roof. All down the windows. Splat, 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 splat. And the wind blew. Whoa. Woo. Ready now, Sam? Oh, no, said Sam. I'm waiting. Mrs. Bear poured milk in 2 glasses, and they both drank milk, and it was warm, sliding down. Afterward, Mrs. Bear yawned. You must be ready now, she said. But Sam shook his head. Sam shook his head and said, I'm waiting. said Mrs. Bear. Let me think. We've read a book and made a nest and arranged your friends and even had warm milk. Sam, she said, what did I forget? Oh, you know, said Sam. Said Mrs. Bear. Book, blanket, friends, milk. Book, blanket, friends, milk. Sam waited. He waited and he waited. He's thinking and thinking and thinking. She's thinking. Mrs. Bear is thinking. And then at last, Mrs. Bear said, oh, I know. Kiss good night, Sam. Mwah. And she bent way down, kissing Sam once and twice, and then twice more. Lots of good night kisses. Again, cried Sam. Oh, Sam wants more kisses from Mama Bear. And she bent way down, kissing Sam once more. Mwah. And then twice more. Mwah, mwah. And then twice more. Mwah, mwah. So many kisses. Outside, the wind blew, and the rain came down. In the little white house, Mrs. Bear was taking out the light, whispering, "Kiss good night, Sam. Kiss good night." Look how happy Sam is in bed. Lots of kisses and lots of stuffies. Happy, happy Sam. And Sam went to sleep on a dark and stormy night on Plum Street. On Plum Street, Sam went to sleep. All Sam needed was a goodnight kiss. Oh. And that's the end of the story. That's the end of Kiss Good Night. The story is all done, all finished. So let's do some deep breathing now. I like to get very comfy. I like to get my favorite blanket. I like to get my favorite stuffy. And I like to rest my body, turn my light off. Today we're going to be doing some bunny breathing. We're going to be breathing like bunnies. To do bunny breathing, you take 3 quick breaths in through your nose, just like a bunny's wrinkly nose, and let it all out. Let's try that bunny breath again. In and out. I think we could do an even bigger bunny breath in through your nose. And let it all out. Great job. I think if we can do one more big parent bunny breath, our Togolese Togolese lullaby will start. Let's try. In and let it out. When the Sleepy Man Comes by Charles G.D. Roberts. When the sleepy man comes with dust on his eyes, he shuts up the earth and he opens the skies. He smiles through his fingers and shuts up the sun. The stars that he loves, he lets out one by one. He comes from the castles of drowsy Boy Town. At the touch of his hand, the tired eyelids fall down. He comes with a murmur of dream in his wings and whispers of mermaids and wonderful things. Then the top is a burden, the bugle a bane. When one would be faring down Dreamaway Lane, when one would be wending in lullaby wary to the sleepy man's castle right beside Comforting Fairy. When the sleepy man comes with dust on his eyes, he shuts up the earth and he opens the skies. Fiɛyi, good evening and good night, everyone. Bye-bye.